So here we will be changing out the air filter because it's sat for, about a year. So, there's a rat nest in there or nothing, so plus it's good to change it. We're using a stock one for now, but maybe sometime in the future we could change it to a K&N, cold air, and all that. So, yeah, we'll let this bad boy open. So we got our 8mm on here with the extension, and that seems to be fitting just right, so we gotta take off this one, this clip, this one right here, and that's a little clip right there. I need to take off, clip here, and this plug-in. That'll be open, so we'll get to that in a second. So I got it pretty loose. Turns out these little things on the sides were latches, not just hooks, so I'll take it off. That's the funny bit. That's a nice one. The neck looks pretty clean, but yeah, it's not bad. So it looked like sitting for a year. Alright, doesn't look too shabby. So what it looks like, there is nothing even down in there. Nothing you can see from up here. And this. There's nothing down in there either. So it seems like there wasn't a rat nest made in it, so let's grab this. New one. Put one in, get her in there, boom, put her back down. I'm probably need 2 hands for this, so I'll be back in a second. Now we got it kind of snug in there. I mean, you can see a little bit of the lip, which I'm assuming you probably can see from this one, but it's a lot harder than it looked. It showed a little bit, but it seemed like I didn't even need to take these bolts off. It seemed like it was just, these latches back here, but also gonna need 2 hands for this, so yeah, like I said, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, so holding that pretty nice. I'm assuming these bolts were there to keep this entire thing from shaking. So yeah, I didn't really seem I need to take them off because, as you can see, it just slips in right next to it. So it's just these clips. So I know that now. So yeah, I guess I'll grab the trusty 8mm and do it all again. So everything's snug back down, so don't shake as much anymore. I made that harder than it need to be, so yeah. So all you have to do is just pop these two and just unscrew this, flop it over to the side, and just really just lift it up. This is just to keep the bottom part of the box stable so it doesn't shake around as much. So made it a lot harder than it needed to be. So we're all done for under here today. My dad installed these new connectors since the last ones were bad, and yeah, just saw these 2 new good ones in. Wants to change the battery. It's out of a boat. It's not like an official battery, but it works for now. So we already did that to the inside. We haven't checked all the fluids. We haven't checked coolant and all that. Super gun brake fluid. The guy before us saw new brake lines, which is pretty nice. But on to the next part, which is taking out these semi-used floor mats and trading them with some Ford emblem floor mats from my car. And even though that, yes, I do like them, the other ones, the Ford emblems and these ones, they seen better days. So as much as I'd like some nice blue ones in here to, kind of match with, the theme from the inside, I will be changing out with some black Ford emblem floor mats. Give it maybe a better look. If I don't like them, I might buy some new ones, or I might just throw these back in there. But for now, I think those might work in there. These are, like I said, a bit nicer. They actually have more of the tricks. I think they came out of my dad's old truck. I'm not really sure though. I just remember having them. They used to be in that Black Betty over there. But I'm gonna give them a quick little rinse. You know, this look kind of nice. Maybe let them dry from the sun for a minute, and you know, put them in. See how they look. Like I said, black's not really a big theme from from the outside truck and the inside, but hopefully they will look nice. Gonna put a little dish soap on these bad boys. Hopefully it helps a little bit. You know, not too much. Just I'm trying to make them look pretty, but you know, give them a little care would be nice. Now that I've fully washed them, I will let them lay out in the sun for a little bit to hopefully dry up a little bit faster, so I can get back to Whitey over there and put them in. Got the old air filter here. We got a oil filter for it too, and we changed it. We got a new fuel filter, a distributor cap, because like I showed in the last video, that the distributor was cracked. I mean, it's just a theory that, you know, it could be the reason why it'd be running rough, but, you know, if it fits, we'll probably keep it on if it runs right, but if it runs rough, even after we put it on and it doesn't fit, we might take it off. Then we got some new oil. We got more fuel cleaner that we already put in it, because we already put some premium in it, the highest grade, because hopefully it would make the fuel nicer, and some fuel cleaner. Then we got some oil stabilizer. Over here we have the new power steering lines and pump for it. So hopefully, once we put those in, it'll be all good and hopefully ready to run, but for sure not done with it. Another thing to do while we wait for it to run is taking my old mats, which I'll not be cleaning off, and putting them back into the Great White Dope. It's a bit of a mess over there because I have people in my car sometimes and they don't clean up after themselves, but yeah, just putting these back into there. Now these are both back in here. I should probably vacuum this all out, but just don't feel like doing it. One back in here. Yeah, the original ones. So I'm probably just gonna keep those in for now. I mean, this is what I think. But yeah, that's fine. My beater car from home, yeah, for work and all that. So sometimes for work, long distance travel, further than old Black Betty. And this car will be future replaced by Whitey Ford out there, but for now, for long distance, I still use this one. Here's it with them on. Kind of like it because hides the old rust and matches a little bit with the front. I couldn't get this one all the way in because there's a bunch of dirt packed in all three of these for some reason. I forget why, but I think there was a reason. But yeah, I mean, I kind of do like it. The red kind of matches with the taillight and the red off-road. But yeah, I mean, kind of matches the back, hides old rust. In my opinion, it looks nicer. It looks more stock, which in a way I kind of like that look. Floor mats are over there. So drying off, I think. Yeah, I'll be moving these bad boys in a second. So I took off one little bit, and so far just from this angle, I definitely do think it looks better than this, which if I had no option, let's say I couldn't, never take these off running boards, I wouldn't complain, but I definitely think it does look better without them. At the bed finagling, I got this little part done. I put it in the bed for now because whenever I go to power wash the truck, I'm just gonna clean these up and make them look nice in case I want to sell them or, just to make them look nice. But yeah, now after looking without running boards, it definitely looks nicer. But if they were to stay on, I wouldn't complain. But I'm taking them all off, so yes, it does look nice. Officially got one side off. I definitely think it looks a lot better without the running boards. I mean, definitely need a bumper because the bumper makes it look kind of weird in the way where it's slanted down, but with and without. All right, well, it took a little bit of time, but the tops are a bit wet, but besides that, it took a little bit of time, but officially now it is all dried up. It's time to put them in the truck. So start with this one. And then that look good. Get that. So yeah, I mean, black kind of has a little sleek look to it, but you know, definitely looks better than the old, you know, broken ones. But yeah, I definitely did a lot more in this video than I planned on doing. I got both running boards taken off, so now it looks 10 times better than what it used to. I am gonna need, might as well just buy both mirrors, but I got these in the back for next time I'm gonna wash. Yeah, kind of recap. I did this. I got both running boards off, air filter, new floor mats in, and yeah, I mean, truck kind of is really coming together now, but there's definitely still a lot more to do. Yeah, keep you guys updated on the next, you know, things we'll do. She definitely needs a wash, and you know, definitely some minor things, but I mean, so far, it's good.